IRMA is not just a management institute. At IRMA, you learn much more.
See, if you look at the core guiding principles of a subsidy, subsidies are sort of, are given to augment or to aid the growth process of a particular person, particular, section, income group, or a particular section of the society. But the question remains, how long do you keep the subsidy running, right? Now, a subsidy cannot be again forever. So if there's a, you have, for example, you've seen that there are billboards on the airport announcing that, please give up your LPG, connections or subsidies, be a giver of more connections to people who actually require it, right? So subsidies are also very time based. You cannot give subsidy to one particular sector, one particular person for one particular reason forever. However, again, you have to take it with a pinch of salt, because farmers are someone who might need the subsidy. You never know when an external crisis might strike for them. There's crop loss, there's weather, climate change is real, as they say it. So what is happening there? That thing is there. Now, after you give a subsidy, how do you ensure that the subsidy is correctly utilized for the purpose it is given or not? Let's say I have come across, some of the VFS presentation I was going through, and they said that, okay, it could be from any scheme, they're getting some money, but there's no one to ensure that they spend the money on actual head for which they will sanction, and they will just go and spend it on, they will buy one luxury item, or they will spend it on some function or some wedding or something like that. So how do you ensure that that subsidy which is raised is actually going into expanding their current income, or reinvesting in their current occupation, right? That is there. So I would say that yes, you can think of it, but taking away subsidies from farmers right now, India cannot afford. We still have 42 to 48% of our population engaged in still in agricultural sector. We have a huge, if you see the statistics, we are the second largest farm GDP provider when it comes to the global ranking. US is first, we are the second largest farm output, whereas our trade is only about 2%. Right, only 2% contribution to the export sector from agriculture. Now think of it, we say that there's 8%, like second largest, and contribution to export of agricultural commodities 2%, right? Now there are several quality issues, compliance issues, R&D issues, so many issues why Indian farmer, and we have always been a subsidy sort of, not subsidy exactly, subsidized. So what we do here is, first we produce for our own consumption, the residual will go for export or something. Now how do you bring farmers out of that mindset, where, or give them an augmentation or push wherein, or give them a agricultural credit facility where they can actually start producing for this sort of a export or a market linkage access. So farmers are a group, I believe, that you cannot just withdraw subsidy from them. They require it at down, from the most upstream process at the crop production phase till the end. You have to handle, because as you know, the farmers are, like I said, they are trapped in a bad circle. Then they will go into debt. Then if they have not taken from the government institution or banks, if they have taken from a landlord, or if they've taken from an NBFC, they'll be paying huge amount of debt. So you have to give some of the other support, if not in the form of subsidy, something or the other has to be done for them to keep them going in a float, right? So as an agrarian economy, I would rather say that we cannot, at this point at least, we are not at a point where we can just let the subsidies completely go away from agricultural side. No, that can't be done at this point, not at all. Hi, I'm Professor Ipsita. I'm your faculty. I teach economics at IRMA.